In the quiet suburbs of Willow Creek, where maple trees whispered secrets to the wind, Emily Thompson stared out her kitchen window, her heart pounding like a drum in a storm. It was a crisp autumn evening, the kind where leaves danced in golden hues under the setting sun. But tonight something was wrong. Her German shepherd, Max, was outside, paws pressed against the glass, barking furiously, his eyes sharp and urgent, locked onto hers as if pleading for her to understand a language only he could speak. Emily, a 35-year-old single mother, had adopted Max 3 years ago from a shelter. He was a rescue, scarred from a past of neglect, but his loyalty was unbreakable. Her daughter, Lily, just 8 years old, adored him. "He's our guardian angel," Lily would say, hugging his thick fur. Emily smiled at the memory, but now, as Max's barks grew more insistent, a chill ran down her spine. She glanced at her husband. No, wait, she was alone now. Her husband, Tom, had passed away 2 years earlier in a car accident, leaving her to raise Lily on her own. Max had become their rock, sensing their grief and offering silent comfort. "Why are you so worked up, boy?" Emily muttered, opening the door. Max bolted inside, but instead of settling by the fire as usual, he paced the room, whining and nudging her leg. His behavior was odd, German. Shepherds are known for their intelligence and protective instincts, often alerting humans to dangers unseen. Emily had read about it once, how they use body language, barks, and even stares to signal unusual situations. But what was unusual here? The house was peaceful. Lily was upstairs doing homework. Suddenly, Max darted toward the stairs, barking louder. Emily's phone buzzed, a text from her neighbor. "Saw smoke from your chimney. Everything okay? Smoke?" The chimney was cold. They hadn't lit a fire. Heart racing, Emily followed Max upstairs. He stopped at Lily's door, scratching frantically. Emily pushed it open and her world tilted. Lily lay on the floor, unconscious, her small chest rising faintly. A knocked-over lamp sparked nearby, and a faint smell of burning wires filled the air. "Oh God, Lily!" Emily screamed, scooping her daughter up. Max had sensed it, the electrical fire starting in the walls, the subtle scent of danger that humans miss. As Emily dialed 911, tears streaming down her face, she realized Max wasn't just a dog. He was their savior, but this was only the beginning of a night that would test their bond like never before. The ambulance sirens wailed through the night, piercing the quiet neighborhood like a cry for help. Emily clutched Lily's hand in the back of the vehicle, Max trotting alongside until the paramedics gently urged him back. "He's family," Emily whispered, but rules were rules. At the hospital, doctors rushed Lily into the ER. "Carbon monoxide poisoning," one explained, "from the faulty wiring. She's stable, but if you'd waited longer..." Emily shuddered. How had Max known? German shepherds, bred for herding and protection, have an acute sense of smell up to 100,000 times stronger than humans. They detect subtle changes in air quality, like rising toxins or smoke precursors. Real-life stories abound. Dogs alerting to gas leaks, seizures, even hidden intruders. Max had pawed at the window, barked with purpose, not aggression but alarm. It was his way of saying, "Danger! Act now!" As Emily waited in the sterile hallway, memories flooded her. Tom had brought Max home as a surprise for Lily's 5th birthday. "He'll watch over you both when I'm gone," Tom had joked, unaware of the prophecy in his words. After the accident, Max had refused to leave Emily's side, lying by her bed during sleepless nights. He'd even growled at well-meaning friends who got too close during her breakdowns, as if protecting her fragile heart. A nurse approached. "Your daughter wants to see the dog." Emily's eyes widened. Lily was awake? Rushing in, she found Lily pale but smiling weakly. "Mom, where's Max?" "He saved me." Emily nodded, choking back sobs. But then a twist. The doctor pulled her aside. "We found something else in her tests. An irregularity in her heart rhythm. It might have contributed to her fainting. We'll need more scans." Emily's world spun again. Lily had a heart condition, undiagnosed, lurking like a shadow. Max hadn't just smelled the fire. Perhaps he'd sensed her distress, her irregular breaths. Dogs like him are trained in some places to detect medical emergencies. Diabetes, drops, epileptic auras. Was this instinct or something deeper? As Emily sat by Lily's bed holding her hand, Max's absence felt like a void. She needed to get him here, but hospital policy forbade it. Outside, a storm brewed, rain lashing the windows. Emily stepped out for air, only to find a familiar figure in the parking lot. Her brother, Mark, whom she hadn't spoken to in years after a family feud over Tom's estate. He held Max's leash. "I heard from the neighbors. Thought you might need him." Tears mixed with rain on Emily's face. Reconciliation? Another unexpected turn, courtesy of a dog's unwavering alert. Back in Lily's room, the beeps of monitors formed a rhythmic lullaby. But tension hung heavy. Mark entered hesitantly, Max at his side. The dog, sensing the sterile environment, whined softly but went straight to Lily's bed, resting his head on her lap. Her eyes lit up. "Uncle Mark? You brought him!" Mark nodded, avoiding Emily's gaze. Couldn't leave the hero outside. As the night deepened, stories unfolded. Mark confessed his regrets, the arguments, the distance. "I was wrong, Em. Tom would want us together." Emily, softened by exhaustion and gratitude, forgave him. Max, ever vigilant, lay between them, his presence a bridge mending broken ties. But the real twist came at dawn. A specialist reviewed Lily's scans. It's congenital arrhythmia, treatable with medication, but it could have worsened without this incident. The fire, sparked by old wiring Tom had meant to fix, had ironically revealed a hidden threat. Emily realized Max's alert wasn't just about the smoke. German shepherds often pick up on physiological changes in scent from stress, hormones, or erratic heartbeats. In real life, these dogs serve as medical alert animals, saving lives daily. Max had pawed at the window, not out of playfulness, but intuition honed by evolution and loyalty. As Lily stroked his fur, whispering thanks, Emily felt a surge of emotion. How many times had Max alerted to unusual situations she dismissed? The time he barked at a stranger lingering by the fence turned out to be a solicitor. But who knows? Or when he nudged her during a panic attack, grounding her. The climax built as alarms blared. Lily's heart monitor spiked. Nurses rushed in, but Max was faster. He jumped up, barking sharply, paws on the bed. "Get the dog out," a nurse yelled, but Emily held firm. "Wait!" Max's barks were rhythmic, urgent, drawing attention. The doctor checked. A brief flutter, stabilized quickly with an injection. He sensed it before the machines, the doctor murmured, amazed. In that moment, shock rippled through the room. Max wasn't just alerting. He was anticipating, his bond with Lily transcending words. Emily broke down, hugging Max. "You knew all along." The dog licked her tears, his eyes full of selfless love. It was a profound revelation. Animals like Max embody pure humanity, kindness without expectation, protection without reward. As the sun rose, painting the room in warm light, the family united, forever changed by a dog's quiet heroism. In the days that followed, life in Willow Creek transformed. Lily recovered swiftly, her heart condition managed with care. Max became a local legend. Neighbors shared stories of his exploits. And Emily started a blog, Max's Alerts. Lessons from a loyal friend, she explained real-life behaviors of German shepherds. Their herding routes making them attuned to family flocks, their scent detection rivaling machines, and their empathetic nature reading human emotions like open books. But beyond facts, it was the heart that mattered. One evening, as Emily, Lily, and Mark sat by the repaired fireside, Max curled at their feet. "He taught us to listen," Mark said softly. Emily nodded. The unexpected twists, the fire revealing illness, the feud healing through crisis, showed life's fragility and interconnectedness. Max's selfless acts mirrored the best of humanity, watching over the vulnerable, alerting to dangers, fostering bonds. The heartwarming message lingered as Emily tucked Lily in. "Mom, Max is like Dad, always protecting us." Tears welled up. Yes, in his barks and paws against the window, Max embodied kindness, urging humans to notice the unusual, to act with love. In a world of distractions, he reminded them, true heroes don't seek glory, they simply care. And in that caring, they inspire us to be better, to embrace selflessness, to mend what's broken, to cherish every alert as a gift of life. As Max settled by the bed, his watchful eyes closing in contentment, Emily whispered, "Thank you, boy." The story of their family, woven with a dog's devotion, became a beacon. Listen to the alerts around you, for they might just save your soul.